All right, it's been a pretty fun day for today, trading some Tesla, S&Ps, both to the upside and the downside. I just got back from a doctor's appointment. It is 2:40 p.m. Central. The market has 20 minutes left, and while I was there, we came down, hit the lows, 67.60, and had a hell of a rally. Right now, as I'm looking at the structure for the close, 6,800 is standing out as a possible pin. So even though we just ripped through all this, we're kind of getting to a pausing point and there's 20 minutes left. I would love to be able to buy the 6810 6800 put debit spread for $1 if I can. Right now it's $3.75. And of course, what that just means is we do turn around and rip for the position size I want to take. I don't mind doing that with a small position size, but I would like to take a larger position and just risk $1, potential $1 to potentially make 9. So I'm looking at that initially. That could change. The order flow right now is super strong, so it's also possible we could just rip here into the close. So it could be a lot of fun. If we're looking at the internals here, and tomorrow, by the way, is VIX expiration day, so typically that does lead to downside pressure. So I may look at some bearishness into the close today. Ticks here are incredibly positive. We are cruising here on advanced decline line off the lows here, and keeping in mind, even though the markets have had a huge move, the S&Ps are still down 5 on the day, and then the NDX is leading up 108. And of course, the star of the day is Tesla, new all-time highs, beautiful 30-minute squeeze. Nvidia is perking up a little bit here. It's also got a 30-minute squeeze. LMND is kind of an interesting one that's got a big old daily squeeze, and even Micron is starting to turn around here. So we got the possibilities here for an interesting close. Okay, so this one actually worked pretty good, actually, picture perfect. So I put in an order to buy the 6810 put and sell the 6800 put for $1 on the toss platform and then 90 cents. And it got filled on both on this move. This is a 2-minute chart, and we came back down and essentially pinned 6800, give or take. And so the nice thing about this is that when you're doing this, is that the risk reward is great. So if we look at this, we got the fill, so 6810 put, we got the fill 5 minutes before the close at $1, and then the cash settlement is going to be 982, give or take. It looks like 970, so you just take 10 minus 0.26, so 974, and essentially taking this $200, 2 lots, and turning it into $1,765 in 5 minutes. So anyway, that's the end of day trade. I try to do that every day in the Mastery in the Trade Room. And it's great because the risk reward is fantastic. So if it doesn't work, no harm, no foul. And then when it does, it's pretty awesome that way. And the nice thing is it's liquid. So I'm doing that with 2 lots in the small account, which is trades that I post in our small account service. You can also do larger size. So that ended up being $44,000 in the larger account. Again, just it's liquid, so you can do size on that. So anyway, so those are fun. So the big thing today is, of course, Tesla making new all-time highs by a smidge. We'll be curious to see where it opens. The idea here that we could get some more action overnight and we open up at $500 makes a lot of sense. That's a big move, and there's a lot of room here to the upside. A lot of momentum happening in that stock. You can see I had that one in my portfolio, and then the other one I had was Google. I did get that when it was up about $1.50 today, and you can see it just kind of, meh into the close. But I like this one. We've kind of walked our way down to the 21 period moving average. We don't necessarily have a big daily squeeze happening. We do have an hourly squeeze. And so that's what I'm just going for. An hourly squeeze is typically a trade when it fires. You're not in it for an hour. It's just on the hourly chart. You're typically in it for a day or two, always overnight. And you can see here we're starting to turn higher. Not necessarily an ideal kind of a squeeze. I like it better when the moving averages are stacked positive and you have a squeeze. Those are great. But I don't mind it when A, you've got a strong uptrend on a daily chart and the momentum has turned. And so on something like this, you can get what's kind of a slingshot trade and then, just looking to see could we get back up to 310 or something like that. So that's what I'm looking at there. Okay, and last but not least, just some housekeeping items. Taylor is going to be doing a webinar tonight at 7 o'clock Central. And if you can't attend it live, I think there'll be a recording of it. And today is the 16th. And he's going to be talking about updates to his scorecard. And this is what it is. And it was interesting. We recently did a live event in Austin, and someone pulled me aside and said, literally, because I've never had someone say this to me before, John, this is like free money, especially when you get these A+ readings on the 4-hour and the daily chart. So anyway, it's really great. It really just kind of takes a lot of the guesswork out of trading in terms of, look, if you're going to trade something to the upside, you might as well trade the best trend, right? Instead of trying to bottom fish and stuff like that too. Anyway, he'll be doing that tonight. Look in the email here for a link, probably right below this. And you guys have good trading. We'll see you at the next update.
Hey, John here with Simpler Trading. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, comment down below and let us know what topic you want to see us cover next. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you can get notified when we release new videos. And if you want to watch us trade in real time using our own money, go to simplertrading.com and learn how to sign up. Good trading, and we'll see you next time.